Hey, good evening, everybody. Bruce Foster here, Jetski Republic, chewing the fat. Yep, I'm your host tonight. And that was Morn Durand, obviously, Wit Crew. Recent run up at Gloucestershire Island, or Gloucester Island. Yet another video from Morn that just sickens people. And for anybody that knows Kelly Leon, and Chop Chop, they've been up in the Whitsundays as well, and just spoiling us all with a bunch of videos and stuff as well. The track that was on in the opening credits is actually a guest of ours that was on a few weeks ago, Nick Dobbs. It's actually his and his old band that he used to have called Skunk Monkey, and a track called Ready to Go. So I'm gonna, over the next few, I'm gonna adopt that as a bit of a opening theme track for the podcast for the foreseeable future, and Nick kindly sent me a copy of it, and so we'll be using that for the next few weeks and months. We'll see how we go. All right, so I hope everybody's had a great weekend, and fingers crossed we get some chat going tonight. Hopefully we've got some people in. Good evening, Dayz. How are you, mate? I'm not sure who else is coming on. Back at our usual time, obviously. Last week was a bit of a turmoil. I wasn't well, obviously, and I had to change things around a little bit to get Jaden and his father Colin on, but it all worked out good in the end. So fingers crossed we don't have any problems like this again this tonight. So what do we have on tonight? We've got our usual roundup. There's not a great deal of race roundup as such. But what we'll do is let's just go flick through to it just now, and we'll see what we have. Gunslinger Racing is Dave Venel. I'm hoping, Daz, can you give me a thumbs up? I haven't been shut down or anything like that, I hope. Let me just see what I have. Let's check my windows. We're all good. All right, cool. We've got good numbers. That's fine. All right, cool. So, so Gunslinger Racing is Dave Venel down in New Zealand. He was at the Jet Fest event in New Zealand at the weekend. I'll just run a little bit of the video from it, and there's some pictures as well. I don't know what the results were. Dave never sent anything through. I think he managed to get some places, so let's just see if I can get that working. It'll be a bit difficult to see, so it's a bit from a distance, but I'll share some of the pictures that we have as well, and we'll go from there. Wait, no, I don't know how we go. Let's flick forward a wee bit. Oh, there we go. I don't know what class it is. Dave might be able to. Dave, yep, you're still on. Oh, wait a minute, have I been shut down? Hold on, I'll just double check. Let me just check here. I hope that was me managing all something. Yep. Okay. Oh, so you can see me now, Dave. Yep. Cool. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Daz. I wasn't too sure. I've had issues with copyright music before, but I know that Morn uses licensed stuff, and it's all meant to be verified. It can be used, so it shouldn't have shut me down. But it's happened to me in the past, and I've carried on with the show unaware that it's actually happened. Thanks, Daz. Jeff. Cheers. Dave, how did you get on at the weekend? Let's see if the results are on his page here. I think he created himself some. There we go. 2 skis, 8 races, 4 hot laps, 2 on each ski. Hey, Fred. Hope you're doing well, mate. I don't know what his places were. Nice weather though. I don't know what the results were. Dave, you might have a better. You obviously know what the results are. So, listen, you got a great weekend for it. So that's the main thing. Let's just share those pictures. So there's some of the images. These are on the I think they're on the Jetfest page. Actually, no, they're on the New Zealand JSBA page. They're up there, so I think there's about 8 or 9 of them. I'll flick through them. Great weather. It reminds me of Rafferty's. It's a good weekend. So yeah, mixed bag. Dave, how many females did you get? I know they were trying to encourage a female section. Any luck in that department? Let me just do something a second. Hold the boss. Alright, let's just flick it. Moving stuff around here. Alright, so what's happened here? Seem to be behind the schedule. There we go. Alright, so yeah, it looks like a nice little turnout. Probably not as good as you maybe would have hoped for, but hey, listen, you've got racing and that's the main thing. Hopefully it's a start. Jeff, I'm up for that one, mate. We'll have to do a round next year for definite. I'd say that's a goer. Definitely. Let's have a weekend in New Zealand. Oh, here we go. Dave's come in with his results. First in a runabout B on the Spark. He got the Ironman award for doing 14 races, 6 hot laps on 2 skis over 2 days. The ladies' race never got going apart from one set of a few laps. Yeah, Jeff, that sounds good to me. Dave, you up for that one? You ready to accommodate myself and Jeff and maybe Dayz as well? Dayz might come. That'd be pretty cool. It'll be a good weekend. Yeah, so there's a little trick shot just to finish things off. Oh, good. All right. Okay, so New South Wales Rafferty's round 3 coming up. 20th of November. There's a wedding on that weekend, guys, at Rafferty's. So accommodation will be at a premium. If you're planning on going down there, get yourself in there quick and get yourself booked early. Even if you haven't got your entry in at the moment, because they're not even open yet. But at least get your accommodation fixed up before it all goes. If you want to stay at Rafferty's, if you're not, then obviously you'll be off site somewhere. But get yourself fixed up as quick as you can. Keep an eye out for the race entries; they'll be coming up pretty soon as well. Round up here, okay. Myself and Dayz, we're obviously doing our moonlight walk for charity for MS on Friday night, and it's around about 6 o'clock. I'm still waiting on the email coming through to confirm the details of it. But it's at South Bank. We're walking around the water and up across Story Bridge and back down onto South Bank. Probably finish about the Piazza. So myself and Dayz, obviously, and my wife will be joining me on the walk. Sunday, we're planning on having a jet ski ride. We're looking for donations, either myself or Daz's account or on the team page. If you go to Jetski Republic page, there's a team page there, which Dayz is part of as well. And just for your interest, there's the ride for Sunday morning. Guys, you're welcome to tag along. Now, it's not an official MS ride. This is something for me. This is something that I did last year with Dayz and Jeff, and it's something I'd like to do again this year. So the concept is a 10-kilometre walk and about a 100-kilometre jet ski ride. So it'll probably be either just short or just slightly more than 100 k's. We're going to take a ride up from Jacob's Well, stop off at Pale Island, and then we're going to swing round to Cuchimudlo, grab a bite to eat. Hopefully it's not too busy, but the weather forecast looking pretty good, for the weekend. So I'm anticipating it to be rather busy, but I'm going to get down to Jacob's Well early just to make sure I can get parked and also get into the water okay. But But the hope is that we can get started and out on the water for 7:30, pushing off at 7:30 from Jacobswell. You're welcome to join me. Like I said, it's not an official ride. I take no responsibility for anything that happens in it. You're responsible for your own riding. So hopefully people can be sensible about it if there's a larger group turns up. But if it's just 2 or 3 of us, then I'm happy with that as well. So, hey, listen, reach out if you want. Details are on my Facebook page. Have a look at it and see what you think. What else do we have? Here we go. Jeff asked me to shout this one out. I posted this the other day. 3 tickets left for the domestic violence ride. There is no tickets left for the ride now. But what they are promoting is tickets for the ferry, which will accompany all the jet skis down the river. I think, Jeff, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the ferry will follow up behind the ride group. Pretty much as you can see in that picture there where the maritime police boat is, I would imagine it would probably be just behind that one. But they're trying to sell tickets for it. Again, the details are on the page. I think I put the details. Wait a minute, I put the details up here somewhere. Give me a second. Let me find it. Yep, there we go. It's up there. So there we go. On the Jetski page as well, Jetski Republic page. The link is there if you want to donate to get a ticket to ride on the ferry to accompany us. Then there's your link, and the itinerary is there as well. Let me just share that with you as well. Oh, there we go. Jeff's saying the ferry will be in front of the jet ski group, so it will actually be leading the pack. Interesting indeed. I don't fancy being at the front of the jet ski group with the wake coming off of that, but never mind. Especially on the outside of it, anyway. Okay, so there's the schedule. Guys, if you want to jump in and get onto the ferry and just show your support, donate $10, $20, $30, whatever you can to get a ticket. There's no, as it says in the message there, they're asking for anywhere between $10 to $40 to donate for a ticket. Show your support for domestic violence. As everybody knows, it's a hell of a problem. Not a good thing, and something we need to combat as much as we can. So there's the details, and the link's on the Jetski Republic page. Also remind you as well, Santa Claus ride, they've sold about half the tickets. I don't have the link, it's further down. Guys, these are all on my Jetski Republic page. Flick to them, go to the page, have a look down, you'll find the Santa Claus one. The link's there, you'll find the link and click on it and get your ride ticket for that. Dress the ski up, dress yourself up as a Santa. Job done. All right, so if you can raise money or donate, then great, all the better. Okay, so that's the roundup. Not much else. I think I've covered pretty much everything I need to. Let's move on to our chat group, and let's get the boys in. Give me a second. Hang on a second, I think I've lost a page now. Or have I? No, I haven't. Alright, so here we go. Let's get Jason, the two Jasons, Jason 1 and Jason 2. Let's get them in, and we'll see, we'll go from there. These guys have been at me for a couple of weeks to get on, so fingers crossed they're ready to rock and roll. Oh, there's one. Hey, there's one.
G'day,
there's
Bruce.
two.
Yeah, Bruce, how are you, mate?
Good evening, gentlemen. Give me a second. I've just got to change I wasn't sure how this was going to look on the screen, so let me just jig this around a little bit. Right, here we go. All right, let me just, not quite. Right, that's you, Jason. And let's get the other Jason. Oh, good God. Sorry, guys, give me a second. Oh, it's not scaling.
Right.
Why you guys are not in the right window? Why are you cut off? I've got. So what? I'm sorry, guys. Who's Jason Bouwens is what? Who?
I'm in the blue shirt.
Right. Okay. You're the one I'm trying to get in to the shot. Oh, there we go. Ah, there we go. That's better. There we go. Good evening, gentlemen.
There you go, mate. We got there.
Listen, this window and format changes every week because of who I have on, or the number of guests that I have on. So I've got to constantly chop and change it all the time. But hey, we've got there now, so that's the main thing. All right, so first question. I'm not going to talk about Jetski ride days yet. What got you into Jetski race? Jetski riding. And when?
Well, let's go age before beauty. So Jace Bouwens can take that one first.
Thanks, mate. Look, my son actually bought a jet ski in I think about 2016. Got me involved in it. I've sort of been involved with water sports pretty much since I was about 13, 14, ski boats and that sort of thing, and water skiing. We actually I was part owner of a ski boat when I was sort of 17, 18 for a couple of years with a few mates, and we just sort of drifted away and never really sort of got involved with it. But once my son I got on his jet ski and just went, oh yeah, I've got to do this again, and pretty much went straight out and bought a jet ski. So, and
Jason too.
I'm on my second one now. So sort of.
And what are you riding at the moment?
I'm riding a 2019 GTX 230.
All right.
So
nice.
I had the GTR before that, and I had a go at an ST3 hull, and sort of found it a little more versatile for the style of riding, and like day tripping and that sort of thing, obviously with a bit more storage and a little bit more comfort and that sort of thing. So yeah.
So Jason too, the good looking one apparently.
That's it. It's all in the hair. Look.
At least you've got hair, Jason.
Well, I was losing it, and I'm sick of losing it. So I figure I'm just going to grow it out. I'm not going to cut this hair for 5 years. I don't reckon. And then I'll do the greatest shave for a cure or something, and then that's it. So we'll see how it goes. What got me into jet skiing? Well, I lost my driver's license one too many times back in 2008, and I don't know if it's still the same way now, but when you used to lose your driver's license, you never lost your jet ski license. You could still actually operate a watercraft.
My understanding is that it's attached to your driver's license. That was my understanding.
Yeah, well, back then I could still operate a watercraft because I remember being in the courtroom, and the judge said, "Look, you're going to lose your license for 6 months. That's that." And I said, "Well, I've got a jet ski license. I'd never ridden a jet ski. I'd done a license." And I said, "Look, can I still ride a jet ski?" And she said, "Well, yeah, but you can't trailer the thing to the boat ramp or anything, but you can still ride the jet ski." So that's when I took up jet skiing. I went and brought a Kawasaki as my first ski. And
nice choice.
A little STX 900, and one of those 2000 model things with the maroon seats. Ugly as hell, but mate, it was a great ski. I loved it.
Hey, listen, it got you to work.
So anyway, yes, I started on the Kawasaki, and then I started business, and the hobbies took a bit of a backseat for a while, as you can appreciate. And then just early on in 2019, I bought my FXHR. I bought a Yamaha, and
God, that's a bit of a change.
Yeah, a bit of a. I've actually got all of them, or I've had all of them. So I bought a Yamaha and blew a conrod at Wathumba Creek up at Fraser there. So I put the conrod through the block, and that was the end of that one. So went down to Sea-Doo and fell in love with the Wake Pro. So that's what I ride now.
We're not gonna hold it against you.
At least I've had all of them. See, I'm impartial.
Listen,
no, it's good.
I've had an incident with a Yamaha. It was only a knee admittedly, but it was still a horrendous incident with it. I'm not going to go into details, but I'm pretty sure Jeff or Dayz will probably put it up in the chat group.
It's somewhere online for sure.
It will be. There's a sniper video somewhere. There's got to be something somewhere. Yeah, so listen, I've had Kawasaki from day one since I got it in 2013. Have I thought about changing? I did think about the Sea-Doo, but I don't know. It's like I fancy the look of the new Kawasaki.
Well, admittedly, I like the look of the new Kawasaki too. I've even said that to these guys. It's sort of got me on edge a little bit there. Yeah.
I just can't afford to mortgage a kidney. That's the only problem. You know what I mean?
That's right. I will say though, on the new Kawasaki, it really looks like Kawasaki have sat back and watched what every other brand has been doing. Yeah. And they've brought out this phenomenal machine that I honestly think it's going to be a game changer, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, and there are some people a lot of catching up to do, admittedly. They've got a lot of catching up to do. They do,
yeah. There's a lot of people out there that'll cringe when I say that, though, because I ride a Cedar and I'm sitting here saying that the Kawasaki's looking pretty good, so you'll see what I get. Yeah, that's all right.
The biggest issue at the moment is supply.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people still, they paid their deposits a year ago and they're still waiting.
Yeah, so, I know one who's still waiting at the moment, yeah.
Yep. And if it's probably the same one I'm thinking about.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so let's go on to your group then. Jetski Ride Dayz. How, why, and when did it all start?
Okay, I think I'll take this one. How did it start? So I had admittedly never been to Tangalooma before, and this was in 2000 and, was it not in 20? 20? 20? It was 20, wasn't it? Yeah. 20.
What was it?
21.
COVID? During COVID?
21. No, yeah, it was. Yeah, no, 21 it was. And I put up a post in another jet ski group, just a general post, and I just said, hey, is anyone going to Tangalooma that can show me the way? And that thread grew to about 40 people wanting to come on a ride. And I think they kind of all thought that I was guiding this ride, and I'd never done it before. So I recall putting out a message and going, hey, is anyone able to guide this ride? And that's when one of our other admins, Richard, jumped on and he said he would guide from Combsley there. Oh, no, from Nudgee it was.
Yep.
And Jason Bouwens said that he would guide from Bribey. So then we had a divided group, and two groups came together at Tangalooma, and we never looked back.
So how are you, as a group, how are you set out then? Are you Mr. B, Jason B? Are you, I'll call you Jason 1. You're the best looking one, I've got to say. I'm disputing what the other Jason said earlier.
It's not good. It's not good. We were friends, Brucey. We were friends.
So are you on the north side of Brisbane? Is that fair to say? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually in Caboolture, so, about 25-minute drive to Bribey. Bribey, Pummerstone Passage, Moreton Island's pretty much my local riding area.
Yep.
And
go on.
Basically, on that day, like, I'd never met any of these guys before, Jason included, and we just met up on the beach, and it sort of came to fruition. He just said, do we need to look at creating a group? Do you want to be in it?
Yeah. And it's just grown from there. Like, at last count, I think you had, what was it you had? Give me a second. Let's see if I can. Oh, hang on a minute. I've lost you. Sorry, give me a second, guys.
I think we're at about 1650 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think last I counted you were about 1600, yeah. Yeah, so that's not bad. And how long? When did you set that up? About 18 months, 2 years ago?
It was April 25th last year. So it was 2021. That was our first year of operation. So it was April 25th we started. Because the ride, I think, if I remember correctly, was on April 11 or 12, and then it took me a couple of weeks to do the logo and build up the group and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And look, I really got to say though, as much as we're sitting here on the computer, if we could have the entire Ride Dayz community on your screen, it would be phenomenal, because we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for everyone in that community. Like, it's just so inclusive, and everybody just gets along. And that's what made Fraser a really big hit, you know, in 21 and then again in 22.
I was going to say,
So-
I didn't realize you did it last year until I came across the video for last year
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yes.
Yep.
So, guys, if anybody wants to check it out, go to YouTube. Just type in Jetski Ride Dayz with a Z or a Z on the end,
Z,
and
I
you'll
don't-
find last year's Fraser Island trip.
Yeah, there is a few out there that were edited and done. I think there is one on the YouTube
Yeah, there's
channel.
one there from
There is,
last
yeah.
year. There's not a current one there that I could see for this year.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'm sure that'll come out eventually.
Yeah, so look, 21 was our first year of doing a big event like that, and 2022 just backed it up, and I'll have to be honest with you, Brucey, I've never been in an environment where 50-something adults from all different walks of life can come together and just get along and be friends. It's, you know, it's the power of jet skiing, isn't it? With jet skis, there's no war, right? So
I've found,
Right.
there's a little bit of niggle here and there, but all in all, you know, overall, I think it's a pretty good ride. A lot of people just want to get out and do stuff and enjoy the rides. So, like, I've obviously, like, I knew about you guys for a while. I'd never ever hooked up with you for as far as a ride was concerned, but you know, hopefully we'll be doing that pretty soon.
yeah, sure.
Are you guys involved in the Santa ride? Or you join some of your guys?
No,
some of your members?
no, we're not affiliated with the Santa Ride at all, but we are all about getting behind good causes. So we're promoting the Santa Ride through the Ride Days page, as you probably noticed, or you can see under events.
Yep.
We're also attaching a prize draw attached to that day as well to try and build more people to go on it. We've set up the ride in our events, but linked it through to the link that you put up, mate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, we're not affiliated with it, but we're absolutely behind it. I believe in it, and whatever we can do to help charity, whether it's our group or other groups, we're all for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it's important. If we've got the power to do something, then we need to be seen to be doing it in a positive light. So definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
100%.
So who else, apart from you two, who else helps to run the group?
So from an admin perspective, we've got Chad Burdett. He's on the Gold Coast. And we've got Richard Fogarty, who is in Brisbane here.
Right. Okay.
So there's the four of us. Yeah, look, it works really well. We work well together as a team. So that's good. And we've all got our strengths and weaknesses as well, which is also quite beneficial in trying to run the group as well. Yeah.
So
and then
go on.
Oh, and then I was going to say, and then there's the members that put up the rides. Like, we've got members that put up what we call pop-up rides. Don't know if you've seen those, but we do pop-up rides.
Yep.
We've got members and in the community that put up pop-up rides, and then we've also got a good affiliation with other groups that do rides. So there's always something going on if it's not directly through us.
Obviously, I'm just scrolling through the page. Is that? Oh, somebody just put that up tonight.
Is that on our page or what?
It's somebody's dog. It's maybe one of your newest members.
Call them out on it. Who put it up? Come
Ruby.
on. All right. Well, there you go.
Ruby?
Oh, look, that's
Is it
cute.
Ruby
That's
or a Scanny?
Look, I know we've got a few dog lovers in the group, especially sausage dogs. Look, I don't like sausage dogs personally, so I think I might leave that one up.
Oh, Jason, how could you be so cruel?
I got mauled by a sausage dog when I was a young fella. Yeah, it took me out. I tell you, it took me out. Yeah, next door neighbour sausage dog, mate. Won't go near him. Stay away from. But I do know
Listen,
we do
Jason,
have a few sausage dog ones.
If you told me you were attacked by a dog, I would immediately think it was a big dog. But
Yeah, no,
to be
no,
attacked
it's these
by a
little ones, mate.
sausage
These little
dog
ones.
of all dogs. Sorry,
Yeah,
come on,
no.
eh?
It's the only dog I've ever been attacked by. Yeah, yeah.
They obviously don't like you then.
No, well, that one didn't anyway. But yeah, no. Look, that is a cute
He
video.
looks
I
happy
think.
there. He looks happy.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to try and scroll down to your recent one with. Oh look, there's us.
There we are.
I'm trying. You've got your. Oh wait a minute. There we go. Now upcoming event.
Yes.
Somerset Dam.
Yes.
Yes, right.
4th
Yep.
of December. So what's the concept behind it all? I can see water skiing.
Yeah, so back when I originally started out the group, I had struck up. I had gone down to Water Skiers World and purchased some ride gear, and we just struck up talking about what we were doing. And I'm all about trying to find ways we can make jet skiing that little bit better for everyone, a bit cheaper, and also help out small business. So I approached them.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just said, hey, can we do a discount code and we'll plug you? And they said, yep, no worries. And then earlier this year, I walked up to them and I said, hey, how would you like us to do a combined ski day and you guys bring out your product for people to try? So if you've never brought jet skiing stuff, like towing stuff, if you've never bought a tube or a wakeboard and you don't know what it's like, these guys are supplying it all. They're supplying the bindings, the boots, the wakeboards, the tubes. They're going to be out there for the day.
A big coming tries day.
Yeah, and they're bringing their gear out. They're bringing in their professionals out too to teach you how to properly take off with tubes and wakeboards, and to teach you how to stand up and all that sort of stuff. So they're coming along for the day to mentor, and it's just going to be an all inclusive.
God, I fancy the idea of it, but God, I'll probably break myself in two.
That's all right, mate. I'll be there to look after you.
Oh, you got your first aid done?
I'm a first aid trainer, mate, actually.
Oh, there you go then. Perfect.
So I've, yep, mate, I've got you.
I'll bring my wife with me. She's a qualified nurse. She'll keep you right.
There you go. Well, I'm a qualified paramedic as well. So, so me and your wife, mate, we're the dream team.
Fisticuffs. Oh, he's right.
Yeah,
he's wrong.
It. Look, it's a really good day, mate, and we're super excited to sort of introduce people to tow sports. We've got a lot of new riders that have said, "Hey, I've never done tubing before," and we figured out why not just get together and have a big day of it. So that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it sounds like an awesome day. It'd be great fun.
Yeah.
So it's not a camp over, or it could be for some if they want to.
Oh yeah, so we have some avid campers in the group. So there's definitely going to be the option to camp, and we'll definitely line that up and organise some campsites and stuff. Yeah, we'll do that. Yep.
Yeah, there's a nice one just down behind the dam wall.
Yes.
Which is down there. I think the other ones are further up on the northern tip of Somerset, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the one down near the dam wall. I've actually got a good relationship with the site manager there, so we'll be organising something for that. Yeah, for sure.
It's a big plot. Although that's the start of the summer holidays.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of tents and campers there, but hey, you never know.
Let's just pray for no rain at the moment. That's probably my biggest concern. I'm getting a bit sick of this weather.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I must admit, I had a bit of a smile on my face when some of we got Kelly, Leon, and Chris, who are partner. They're up in the wet Sundays at the moment, and they were posting pictures, sunshine galore. And then, funny enough, they sent us another video this afternoon, bucketing down with rain. Did I feel sorry for them? Nah, not really. Not really.
Mate, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
My heart kind of sunk a little bit. Then I thought, nah, come on, nah.
Yeah.
They've had it too good for a while, but so it's about time we got some decent weather.
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh, listen, this weekend's going to be carnage on the water, I think. People are going to go crazy because they haven't been able to get out for a while.
Yeah, and it's looking like a cracker of a weekend. So we do have an event on this weekend for any new ski riders. So anyone that's new to ski riding, we've got a ride event on for you guys this weekend. So check out our events tab for that. Yeah.
Yep. So guys, look up the Jetski Rides page, Jetski Ride Days page. All the details of what you need to do. There's a certain criteria. Do you want to explain quickly what you need to do in order to
pretty much
comply with a certain number of rules that you have in place?
Oh, look, the rules are pretty basic. When you join, there'll be a list of rules. Just go through and have a quick brief over them. It's all the standard stuff like no bullying, don't trash talk Yamaha or Kawasaki, you know, and just basically be good on social media. That's probably more about what the rules are. We do have a waiver in place, and that's what you're looking at there on the screen. That's what that QR code's for.
Yeah, that's why I pulled that one up for you.
And that waiver specifically, that protects not just that waiver protects not just the admin, but anyone within the group that runs a ride. So it's benefiting everybody, and the more we can do that, the better it is. It's just for that little bit of safety. And sometimes when we do big events, we've got to provide, and we have had to provide a safety briefing to MSQ. So it's good to have all this stuff on board for when we do those bigger events. Otherwise, we might not be able to do them.
Yep. Totally understand. Now, there was a bit of an issue with how it was to be returned. Who receives it? Which one of you receives it? Is it you?
Oh, no. So we have an email that it all goes to. So the QR code, we brought the QR code in because there's a bit of an issue with, it's quite a long document, you know, the way it's written. And we have had it professionally done. We've had it professionally done legally. So it's got all the legal jargon in it. But, you know, we've just got a basic QR code. You just scan the QR code, read the document, initial it electronically, and then hit submit. It's literally, other than reading the document, it's I think, about a 10-second, 30-second job.
Yeah, the only issue I found with it was being able to initial it and save it as a copy. But that was probably me.
I
think I remember I had I screenshotted it, I think.
So through the QR code, Brucey, you can actually just download it, and it downloads onto your phone now, and then you just literally just initial it there at the landing site for the QR code. So we've made it really easy. So there's no more downloading and signing and scanning and stuff. Yeah. So we've made it a lot easier.
QR code will make things a lot easier. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely has. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go down. And now, guys, as you can see, as I'm scrolling down, there's obviously benefits to being part of the group as well. 10% off codes for various people and businesses that are supporting the group. Obviously promoting the VMR team as well. Get your cover for the VMR.
I'll just plug VMR for a minute there if I can. Take the opportunity to. So VMR Brisbane, funnily enough, on our very first ever ride we did to Tangalooma, that sort of foundation ride I was telling you about, VMR Brisbane were coming in as we were coming into the ramp, and they pulled us up, and they just acknowledged our ride etiquette. They acknowledged how we were on the water, and they had seen us riding, and they said, look, you guys you have your egos in check, and would like to support you. So now and again they throw us a few VMR memberships to give away, which is really nice of them. So that's a really good relationship.
That's a domestic violence ride I was talking about earlier.
Get behind the guys for sure.
Yeah, there's actually all the ride tickets are gone. So they're trying to fill up the ferry, get people on the boat that's going to lead the pack down the river. So donations $10 to $40, whatever you can.
That'd be great for the kids, though, Brucey. That'd be fantastic for kids. Yeah, leading the pack, includes everybody.
Leading the pack, get families on the ferry. Great thing. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to get down to the. There's supporting Watercraft Works as well. That's Joe.
Yep, that's Joe there. Yep.
Guys, there's a heap of benefits on there. There's a good one there as well. There's a few businesses there helping. They're supporting you as well. Let's try and see if I can find some Fraser stuff, even if it's just the pictures. Scrolling down fast here.
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks ago now, so it's
It is. I was expecting a video.
I did put up. No, I didn't put one up yet. I am editing one. I'm in the process of editing one at the moment, but no, I haven't put one directly up yet.
For anybody who loves their Sea-Doos, there's your Sea-Doo porn.
The shipment's coming in.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
I don't know who's getting them.
It doesn't say Kawasaki, so we all know that Mel's going to be a bit upset.
Well, it's funny enough. After we just spoke about that, she actually commented, "Yeah, hell yeah," she said. So, have you got time? Mel, have you been given a date yet as to when you're likely to receive it? See if she answers.
She can always trade out for a seater if she really wanted to. There's plenty there.
There's plenty there. Yeah, I was just going to say there's plenty there. The second-hand market will probably be looking pretty good as well.
Mm.
Now, let's get down. Let's get down. See what we can find.
They're going to be there.
It'll be down there somewhere. I've just got to scroll a bit. Stop me when you recognise something. Nah. Santa Ride.
Yep, definitely.
Yep. End of the month. End of November. Pale Island, Coochie Peel. Good God. God, you're busy, you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Jesus. I didn't realise it. It's been a while since I've had a look at this page that far down. But I didn't realise it was that far down.
You'd probably do better if you went to the albums or to the photo uploads. But if you keep going down. It's just after that. Keep going down. We're down at Turtles now. Well, that's a tortoise.
What was that all about?
Oh, so when we were at Fraser, we had a really rubbish day on the Saturday, and we've been looking for a way to support conservation. So we aligned ourselves while we were at Fraser with the turtle conservation mob that has just started up at Fraser Coast called Turtles in Trouble, and we've just aligned ourselves with them to raise them money. Over the weekend, we managed to raise them $500 odd. I can't remember the exact figure. And we're doing a lot more for them this year as well. Next year. So we're really excited for that.
Good, well done, guys.
Mm.
He's an active wee soul.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited and save the turtles. Everyone knows I love the turtles. So
I see Jake a lot. Jake puts up quite a bit.
Mate, I honestly think he's going to have to be our ambassador. That bloke, look at him.
Yeah.
I think he loves his face more than his ski sometimes, though, eh?
He obviously loves himself quite a bit, though. He's a handsome-looking rooster.
He's a good bloke.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's great to ride with, too.
Let's get down. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. There's a wee bit there. Brendan's.
Yeah, so that.
I'd like to try and find a bit of video. That's a thing. So.
Mate, I should have got the video sorted. There will be some.
I meant to ask for it.
Yeah.
See that Bruce Foster? You'd be careful with him, okay? Yeah, he's a bit of a dodgy fella.
It was probably a little bit unfortunate that we had fabulous weather at Fraser this year. So,
but listen, from what I saw, you guys looked like you had a great time and all. Like, how many skis did you have there? I read 76. Is that correct?
76 people in total. I think it was just shy of 55 skis.
Yep.
By memory.
Now, obviously, there was never just like one big ride.
No, so...
Split into groups, yeah?
Yeah, so the idea was to have 3 rides on one day, so we weren't all riding as one big group, and we achieved most of that. Well, certainly on the Sunday. The Saturday was a bit out, but yeah... The Sunday worked pretty well.
So people could pick their poison, so to speak.
That's right, yeah.
Yep.
That's great.
Mate, where are these photos, Brucey? I'm starting
to look. I think I'm just going to need to go at the top and just go straight into the pictures.
Yeah, I think so. Otherwise,
let's just get out of that. Let's go back up the top.
Go up into
See, you guys have
up into photos and
files and.
So if you go up into the yeah.
Oh, good God.
No, if you go into albums, Brucey.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. All right.
All right. So you should have Fraser in there
Fraser
somewhere.
Coast. Let's have a look at these.
There we go.
Oh, Jesus God.
Oh, it's a looking devil.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Hold on. Let me get this. Let me get the first one and we'll go. Let's go from there. All right. So there's number 1.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, obviously he loves himself too.
Jason.
Try hard. No one else does.
Nice looking ski. Oh, geez. Is that you,
That's
Jason?
him again.
That's me.
He loves himself. Definitely.
Oh, mate.
I love the hand. I love the hand at the back.
You love it?
Yeah.
You just
very
mate,
calm.
You got it. There's a clown in every crowd.
Nice skirt. bit cloudy looking, but it's probably still nice.
That was pretty much the whole weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
So was a trip up to Fraser, was that just a weekend, or did some people go up for a week?
It was the event was only over 3 days, but there was a few that went up a couple of days beforehand and got some riding in, which was great.
That was the October holiday weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's right.
and that's the thing. The 3 days leading up to the event were like pristine, and then you know, yeah.
Well, look at that fine looking jet ski at the front there.
Yeah, you only need one guess to whose
I
that is,
wonder
mate.
whose that one is.
Yeah, that's right. That's a unique
Admittedly,
Party girls.
oh, there we go. Look at that. Mate.
Hang on a second. Let me just size this up so you can get the full picture, and I'll get this all fixed up.
So we had at Fraser, mate, at the Hawaiian party, we had a best dress competition.
I saw that. I saw that.
And the winner of the best dress competition won a kneeboard and rope package. And it was actually Kiki for what she was wearing in that last photo. So she actually won it. So if you go back one, that's Kiki. Yeah, she went to all the effort to paint her face red, paint her feet red, and even leave the thong and sunglasses tan in place. It was pretty cool. So
if that had been me, I wouldn't have even painted myself. I would have just burnt myself anyway.
Hey, she went full on with it. It was great. Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Everyone got involved and dressed up. It was a really fabulous night.
There's that ski. There's that ski again. It keeps appearing.
It does.
It's haunting us.
So that's on the Sunday. That's on our Sunday ride. We went over to Kingfisher Bay. So we went across from Urangan over to Big Woody, down the eastern side of Big Woody over to Kingfisher, and then up to Moon Point and across to Pelican.
Is that where the jetty is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, cool. It does look quite overcast, doesn't it? But it would still be quite nice, though. Still be nice. Gnarly?
Yeah.
Was that gnarly, a bit gnarly that day?
Yeah, mate. Look, that was our ride over. Was that our ride? Yeah, that was our ride. That one, I think. And yeah, it was. It was. What would you say the swell would have been? Probably. The wind was up and the swell was up, maybe a meter.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like
Like
it could be a bit gnarly further out.
Yeah, pretty much from Urangan across to Moon Point was extremely choppy. Once you got up against the island, it was fine.
Yep.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Still looks nice.
That might have been. Yeah, we might be getting. Yeah, that's on the eastern side of Big Woody there.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Let's flick through.
There you go. That's Jace.
Yep.
That's Jason's
Is that
ski.
Joe? Is that Joe?
That's me.
Oh, is that you, Jason?
That's me.
Oh, of course, so it is. Did you buy your ski from my jet ski then?
Hey, no. I use Rob for my. I have been using Rob for my servicing.
Right. Okay.
So
this picture is where? Is that the local ramp you were using?
I didn't post that one. That looks like Riverheads.
Yeah, that's actually Riverheads, I think.
Yeah, that's Riverheads there. So that would.
Is that an aerial? Is that an aerial shot, or is that off the balcony somewhere?
That I don't know. I didn't post it, so I couldn't tell you.
It's in Jason's folder, Mr. Bouwens.
Oh, it was in mine. No, well, that'd be Urangan. It wouldn't have been Riverheads. That'd be Urangan Boat Harbour then.
Oh, that'd be your drone footage, wouldn't it, Jace?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Get some great shots with the drones, don't you?
Oh, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it's something else, isn't it?
Yep.
It's next level stuff. Such a difference. I'm toying with the idea of getting one myself, but I'm worried about crashing it due to the cost of them.
This was up at Burnett Heads.
Yes, that is Burnett Heads.
Yeah, this was Burnett Heads on Monday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we went and did Burnett Heads on the Sunday.
Sunday. Sorry. Yeah.
Right. Nice looking day you got for that.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was extremely windy though. Anything outside, crazy windy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's pulling their tummy in.
Yeah,
I
who's
think
these?
somebody's pulling their tummy in there for the money shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, we've all been there.
Oh, there you go. Are they? There you go. Two
The two
weight
pros.
pros. Look at that.
2 weight pros, yep.
Gotta love the weight pros, right?
Bit of
Yeah, that
advertising.
there's
for
Riverheads there.
That's Riverheads. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
Don't know whose picture that. That's Kath Bailey.
That looks. Don't know.
That's up around the Coloured Sands area, so that would have
Yeah.
been one of my group because I ran the trip up to Wathumba Creek,
Yep.
and it was really good right up until the point we got to Wathumba Creek. It absolutely poured down rain, and everyone got really cold and wanted to go home.
I did that around the Broadwater a couple of weeks ago with Dayz Kale, and it was bucketing down with rain, and I sat in tipplers and I was like shaking, like stupid me. I never put my jacket on, and I should have.
Yeah, well, I actually I had a ride coat on that day, and I was reasonably warm right up until we got to Wathumba Creek, and then you could actually feel it soak through, and just got icy cold, unfortunately.
The size of those turtles.
Yeah, that's actually quite an interesting story. So on the Saturday, Jace and I went down to Reef World and struck up a relationship with one of the with the owner down there, who happens to be a coral collector, and we spent a fair while with him. He laid out his mapped out a heap of stuff for us. That was really good, and he gave our members a discount to swim with the turtles. So for $50 for, I think it was 2 hours straight, you could jump in the tank, swim with the turtles, play with them, do everything.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, it was great. It was
quite an
absolutely
experience.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice one.
yeah. So
I'll see. There
there
you
you
go.
go.
Yeah,
That's
that's
huge.
got in there.
Yeah,
Massive.
yeah. And mate, they loved it. Those kids, they're in there and just loved it. So it's great.
Stingray.
Yeah, it looks like a stingray there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like stingray. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at
Yeah.
that. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve Knoll. Thank you.
Okay, so
Yep.
hang on, stop there. Right,
Yeah.
hold that photo. So there's a bit of a story behind this photo. I have to be honest with you.
Which one? The one before or this one?
This one here, all right? So we ran a best photo competition, right? And the winner of the winner of the best photo won a Jet Tech hat, right? This one won. This one won the Sunday photo. Funny thing is, the guy that took that is Carl Grunewald, one of our members, who's a professional photographer.
Uh-huh.
So
That's a bit of an unfair advantage.
I didn't find out about that until I heard Steve and Carl arguing over who gets the hat.
Bit of a
The guy
dispute
that
then,
took
was
the
it?
photo or the guys who skis in the photo. So anyway, it is edited, I have to admit. It's actually a lot cloudier than that.
It was a very dull day.
Yeah, he's brightened it all up to make the water look more blue and clear.
Yeah, so
Still nice though. Hey, listen, it looks nice because the Kawasaki's at the front.
yeah, that's it.
What can I say? So, see, look at that water. That'll be highlighted as well.
Yeah. So
You get the
it's
idea. Huh? Yeah.
it's an illusion, right? But it makes you think it was a fantastic. See, they're the ones we use. They're the ones we use for our next Fraser event, mate. Those ones, those photos.
Yep, exactly. So where is
So-
this then?
So
Whereabouts
that
this
would
then?
have been. So that's on one of Alan's rides, and that would be down around the old boiler wreck there.
Is that
Down
still around Fraser?
around Gary's Anchorage.
Yeah, just north of Gary's Anchorage. There's a couple of old steamship wrecks.
Right.
Obviously been abandoned there back from the logging days of Fraser Island. And there's one outside the creek, and then there's one sort of punched into the creek a little bit that you can sneak in and have a look at high top.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really cool. Mm.
Jesus, check out those sandbanks. Now,
Yeah.
I've never been to Fraser, so I don't know. Is that up the eastern side of Fraser?
No,
That-
this will be on the western side.
On the inside? Really?
yeah,
Okay.
On the inside, yep. So on the way up to Wathumba Creek, from Moon Point to Wathumba Creek, there are some reasonably high sandhills in places.
Yeah, they look high.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't do it justice. There is some really good colour, as good as what's on Rainbow Beach.
All right. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There's a bit more colour there.
So, Brucey, you said you've never been to Fraser, mate. So we are doing a bit of an encore weekend. Since the weekend wasn't that good. So early next year, mate, you should come up with us. Come for a ski.
Have you got a provisional date set aside for it?
We do. It is in February, is our plan, but we'll keep you posted on that. You might be able to do a live podcast from Fraser. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. That would be pretty cool.
We'll keep you posted on that. And for everyone that's watching,
I'll keep an eye out for that one.
And for only those that are watching, we've got something coming up very soon.
That's going to go. I'll broadcast it out to everyone.
Yeah, well,
Let's say, check a sunset.
Yeah. Look, it's absolutely beautiful up there. And if you can get up there, I'll have to tell you guys, if you can get up the Fraser, anyone that hasn't done it before should. Jetski Riders Fraser Coast is the group to join. If you're heading up that way, we've got a good relationship with those guys up there, and by all means, there's a lot of people up there to be happy to show you around. So share the love.
Yep. Definitely. So, in the concept of your Fraser Coast ride, what was the situation with accommodation? Is it like people just come along and organise their own, or do you manage to get a group booking somewhere, or?
Jason, you want to say this one?
So, look, we have a bit of a relationship with Boat Harbour Apartments. The manager there, we basically ask him what he's got available, and we try our hardest to get our members onto it so we can book the whole complex.
Get it booked out. Yep.
Look, there are permanent residents there, but the permanent residents there are really good with us. They don't seem to mind us. I mean, we're not too crazy. We do party on a little bit, but we sort of keep it reasonable. As it is.
Party.
Well, obviously, we're trying to go skiing early the next day.
That's you Sea-Doo riders, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. But
it sounds like a great...
It's really good. And then we do have a bit of an overflow, obviously, with the amount of people that came this year. So they did have their own accommodation as well.
Yeah.
But look, when we do the big events, we try hard to sort of sort something out.
And where was the presentation night thing that you had with a Hawaiian theme? Where was that? Was that in the same place?
No, that was So the presentation night, or our Hawaiian night was actually at Urangan Boat Club.
Right.
Or Harvey Bay Boat Club at Urangan. They're pretty much overlooking the water at the marina. And we hired the function room and everything. I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Jace, 50 for the night, was it? Per head?
Yeah. So the fee for the night was 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So a good night.
Covered feed and everything.
That was great.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know, that
really
guy
good.
with that boy wearing the blue Hawaiian shirt though.
Yeah, I don't know. I sometimes question him a little bit, but
he's got a bit of a fascination for blue, I think.
I never won a prize.
I can see why.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, mate.
Great.
I thought you'd at least dig the grass. Get it.
So it's glasses.
So immediate plans to finish off the year is what? Somerset Dam?
Yeah, so we've got obviously the newbie ride or the educational knowledge ride this weekend, but that's also good for experienced riders if you want to come have some fun. Yep. We've got the Santa ride, so we deliberately haven't put anything in between because we want a lot of people to go to the Santa ride, so we want everyone to get on board for that. Then we're doing a little thing with JSW for Sea-Doo Day. National Sea-Doo Day, so watch this space for our joint ride with JSW. It should be fun. And then we've also got the December ride for water ski as well. There's going to be a few pop-up rides in between there, and we'll see how we go.
Yep.
Next year, we've
heading
got...
into New Year, you've got what?
Oh, so next year, early on in the year, we'll have an Australia Day ride like we do every year. We've got the Encore Fraser trip that we're going to organise, and I've recruited a couple people within Ride Dayz to form a charity planning team. So we're doing some charity rides next year.
Good.
So we're doing some charity rides next year, and we'll come back to more information about that. But we've got a team within Ride Dayz. Some of our members have put their hands up and said, "Yep, we want to help with that." So that's well underway.
Advice, my advice, if I could give you any advice, is avoid November.
Yeah.
Just because of the domestic violence ride, and then obviously the Santa ride as well.
So we actually did put November across for one of the rides, but then we realised that we couldn't. So because of everything else,
just
so we're moving them up a little bit.
Calendar a little bit, especially when you're trying to tap into the same people to get donations and stuff as well and raise money. So
absolutely. But
we'll be. That's just my opinion, but it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys.
Appreciate it, and I know for a fact that some of those planning team are watching this. So I'm sure they'll
come up with their own ideas, and they'll have a good idea what they want to do it for. So
some really good things happening, mate, next year too. So we look forward to it.
Cool. All right, so guys, anybody watching this, look up the Jetski Ride Dayz page. Everything's there that you need to know. If you have any questions, message the group, and either one of you two will probably get back to them, or maybe was it Alan? Maybe.
So Alan's a moderator of the group. Alan doesn't reply to the emails and stuff.
Right, so it'll be either one of you two then. Yeah.
It's one of us, but Alan's a moderator. Yeah.
All right. Okay. No problem. All right. So I'll let you guys go. Before you go, I always let our guests have the floor, and supporters and sponsors and whatever. You can shout them out. So fire away, and then I'll let you guys go.
So what am I doing? Am I
sponsors and supporters? You're thanking
them.
Oh yeah,
right.
Shouting them out, and family as well. Don't forget family.
What, as in my family?
Well, they let you go jet skiing, mind you.
Oh no, so mate.
I think we'd have to thank our Ride Dayz family, all our members in our group. They've made this possible. The group's sort of what it is today, and it's really good. It's constantly growing, and it's just one of those groups. I think where we try to be beginner friendly, show people how to do things without creating bad habits to the best of our knowledge. I mean, we're no experts either. We just want to get out there and enjoy ourselves too. So it's.
Hey, listen, I noticed a comment from Gabby, and this falls into the same thing about it's the first weekend where we've had some decent weather that's coming up. It's going to be mad. It's going to be carnage. It's going to be crowded. And God, there's going to be some idiots out on the water, without a doubt, because the first time in a while, especially with the good weather, they've probably never been out all winter. Last time they were out was probably Australia Day. So they're going to be going a bit crazy. So be safe.
Yeah,
right. Be safe whatever you're up to out there.
On that, so I will thank my family, and it is Ride Dayz because I'm a solo guy and my daughter's all grown up, so I don't answer to anybody. So my Ride Dayz is my family, so thank you. And importantly, just to our sponsors, so if I can just rattle them off quickly, as you said. So Water Ski as well, thank you so much for your support. Salt Shift and Jet Tech, you guys have been awesome. They were all instrumental in helping us at Fraser, so that was fantastic. Watercraft Works, Joe, absolute legend, and Jet One, they're great. If you need to get your rego stickers redone, go visit those guys. And I think
myself and a couple of other people, we were one of the first ones to ever get Marty's rego stickers.
Yeah, they're great.
Way back in the day, even when he was just kind of starting out.
They're fantastic, mate. I absolutely love them.
They're probably about 5 years old, and they're still going strong.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
AJSP as well. So AJSP and JSW, thanks to those guys. So that's our network.
Jason One, have you got anything you want to add before you go?
Oh, look, I will add our other admins as well. So Richard and Chad, without all of us together, we need to. We get keep the group going as best we can. Again, I'd like to thank my family as well. My wife probably won't be watching this, but she's been on the jet ski once. I did.
Sounds like my wife.
She's a landlubber, mate. I did a top speed of
Is she
40
too worried about what's in
all
the
way
water
up
waiting on
to
her falling in?
and she screamed all the way.
Is your wife one of those worriers about what's in the water waiting for her if she falls in?
Yeah, pretty much. So, look, she's great. She's happy for me to sort of go along with my interests, and
that's because you give her peace and quiet, mate.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I'll probably live around the house then. So she can. Unfortunately, look, my son's just recently sold his jet ski because he wasn't using it. He had a few other interests, motorbikes and that sort of thing. But look, he's already missing it now, so he may think about buying another.
Well, that's what he gets. That's what happens.
Yeah,
that's
and
what happens. He just needs to bite the bullet and just buy himself another one.
Yeah. And my young cousin Nathan, he got me into jet skiing as well. So he had a jet ski for a fair while there, and unfortunately he's got a young family now, so jet skiing is sort of a bit restrictive for him at the moment. But he'll get there. His kids are growing up, and he sort of can't wait to take his son on. But he's just a little bit small yet.
I know. It's a shame, eh?
It is. Yeah.
It all comes good in the end.
Yep. That's
I will just also, if I can, just interrupt for a sec before I forget. I want to thank you, Brucey, for having us on, mate. Shout out to you, and a shout out to everyone that makes what you do possible too. So big thank you to all your supporters. Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. Like I'm like you guys. I want to try and grow. I want to try and just help everyone out, and it's more about the positivity of it all. I don't like I can't be doing with all the negative shit, and you try and talk about different things, and everybody's got an opinion, but we've all got to remember we're all in this together as well. So we've kind of got to overcome these little teething issues and stupid little arguments that always seem to crop up.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, it's all about one thing, and it's jet skis and fun.
That's it.
So
that's it.
Enjoying it and enjoying each other's company as best possible. So that's what it's all about. So, listen, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce.
And I will no doubt catch up with you at some point. I don't know when, because I've got a few things on the. Like I've only got about another month, and I'm away back to Scotland. So I'm back for Christmas. So I've got a few things on the go at the moment. So hopefully it'll be soon. All right.
Awesome.
All right, gentlemen, take care.
Thanks, heaps, mate. Take care.
All right, have a good one.
See you later.
See ya.
See you, mate. Bye.
So there we go. That's the two Jasons, Jet Ski Rides Dayz. Hey, listen, take a look at the group. It may not be what you want. It's another option. It's a larger group. If you're looking for people to go out with, it's definitely an option to consider. Like I said, if you've got any questions around what do you need to do you need to, anything at all about joining up with the group, it's free. All you got to do is they've got a little disclaimer form. You can just fill it out. It's online, QR code. Just fill it out and then send it back to them. And then you can just jump onto some of the rides with some of the guys. And there's always different rides going up. The individual riders themselves post up little rides from time to time. But let's not dispute the fact that there's obviously Jet Ski Ride Days as well, but there's also some other groups out there as well, and there's rides going on pretty much everywhere. Somebody's always looking for something, whether it be in the good weather or the bad weather. So, there's options there for you to get out. And don't be afraid if you're a beginner. Tag along, learn the ropes, don't stress, and just enjoy the whole thing. So, let me just shut down a couple of things. So we're going to end up the show. I think I've pretty much covered everything for the week. Next week we're back at 7 o'clock again. I've still got to finalise a guest yet, so I haven't got anything in the pipeline. What I would ask is videos. If you have any videos that you want to share and promote and put out on the podcast, I'm happy to entertain it. I'm happy to share it, as I've been doing with Morn Duran's videos, Jeff Lakeford's videos, Rebecca Hale's videos, and then tonight I've got a slightly older video, so a couple of months old, But we haven't seen much of these guys lately. For those of you that are aware of them, you'll know who I'm talking about when I mention the jet ski crew of Stavanger. They haven't been very busy this year. I spoke to Andreas earlier on, and he said that work's been in the way. Some of the boys in the crew have been out, but because he does all the filming, he hasn't been able to make the videos this much. He's hoping to get out this weekend, so maybe, fingers crossed, we'll see some of his epic videos for the first time in a while. But to close out the show, this one runs, it's their 10-year anniversary. Who would have known, eh? A group that's synonymous for the striking videos and some amazing soundtracks that go with them. It's pretty good footage if you haven't seen it before. You should look them up. HD Screener X on YouTube. Have a look at what he has. There's some great videos out there that he's done. So I'm going to sign off and I'm going to leave you with that. Hopefully I'll see you Sunday morning at Jacob's Well Ramp if you want to join me for the ride. Alternatively, Jetski Ride Days have got their beginners, riders, clinic, session, workshop, whatever you want to call it. So you know, have a look at that as well. I'll leave you with Andreas's jet ski crew Stavanger ride. That's a 10-year anniversary. They're working on some t-shirts to celebrate that anniversary, so hopefully they'll be released pretty soon. I've got my name down for one already. Guys, until next week, have fun, be safe, enjoy the water, and yeah, have a ball. It's going to be a great weekend.
I ain't tryna bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now. Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. My life been good and bad and all around. The more things I lost, the more I found. One thing I taught myself to do, no matter the problem, refuse to lose. So, how you want it, man? You can choose. If you can't take the heat, don't light the fuse. See, I walk in slow and ignite the room. Like fire, everything I touch, I consume. I'm getting up while y'all just snooze. While you make breakfast, man, I'm on the move. I'm the first one in and the last one out. Whoever owns the place gotta drag me out. In me I trust, yeah, I smell like success, this Elon Musk, huh? Everybody wanna be like us, we don't stop, cause the top just ain't enough, huh? I ain't never gave no fucks, I ain't scamming, you know black men don't blush, huh? Came here ready to fight on this night, you better just run for your life. Won't you come and see what it's like, living by the rules that you write. You ain't know those lavish delights, now you ain't no back in sight. All the little lies you recite, just makes all the savage unite. Usually I'm very polite, but I'ma get savage tonight. Even when the dog being nice, every single dog gonna bite. You might think I'm wrong, but I'm right. Just let it get a strong appetite. I'ma let it breathe just a little, give it to you strong, heavy metal. I don't make a sound when I strike. You better just run for your life. Run for your life.
When there's nothing left, it's never alright. Even in the darkest of times, I'ma shed some more light. Tell me really what's a day when I've been fighting all my life. Every minute of every day, every hour, hope and hunger. No wonder the underdog will never cower. In the belly of the beast, but I never let him devour. See, we made it through the storm, but go ahead, let it shower like this may not mean much to you, but see, it's real to us. Trying to reverse the curse and rebuild the trust. Wounds will never heal to the touch like you hope they will. Especially when I got all this weight on my shoulders still. But see where we from, it's nothing, that's just a way of life. You're either heroic or blow it, bro, just roll the dice. Our only vice is no advice on any goal in life. Like how you're supposed to know your worth when you're never gonna be able to pay that price. Right. Hold on tight and never let go. When you make it to the top, just yell it loud enough to echo. For those of us at the bottom, that energy set the tempo. For the heartbeat to the loneliest livelihood that's in limbo. I mean it, we need it from where no one ever believes it. Till they see it, I've seen it. They just need a leader to lead them. I'm here for a reason, not just for a season. There's no competing. We beat the odds and got even. Now let me hear you sing it. As real as it get, strip it all away. One thing we'll never do is quit, we're going all the way. Even if it all falls apart, stand tall, don't break. Tomorrow's never promised, give it all today. Yeah, there's no words to describe this feeling inside, pride and ego aside. I'm alone for the ride, living to feel alive. Just know that I'm by your side. When you look to the sky, we'll be. When you look to the sky, you'll see